All right, we are back, man. What is going on? I've waited. I've waited 3 years, 4 years for the ultimate knowledge test. And it looks like we're on the right side of history. Let me do a mic check on this, man. Hold on. All right, I have said on this channel multiple times, the better candidate is Donald J. Trump. He took a bullet for America. He literally took a bullet for America. If he does not win the White House, there's going to be a lot of civil unrest. It's already happening now. Anarcho-tyranny. It's already happening now. Kamala has no policy. She's Indian. She's Indian Jamaican first. Not black first. She's Indian Jamaican first. She doesn't identify with me. She doesn't identify with a sister, you know what I'm saying, just doing her everyday thing. She identifies as the strong and independent woman that only dates beta bucks to get the test from the beta bucks. Because her husband's a beta. He literally punched his ex-girlfriend in the face. She hasn't had to address that. Controversy. Literally punched his ex-girlfriend in the face because she looked at another man. Come on, bro. This is crazy. Donald Trump is battle tested. I'm hoping Donald Trump wins. I just took a nap. I'm up now, and it's looking like the projections is a Donald Trump victory. And I'll be popping champagne. I'll be dancing in my street, on my street. But if that woman wins, you're going to really see the effects. Donald Trump, right now, with 57, look at that. So Donald Trump right now, okay, so let's look at everything, and then I got to set out. Okay, so Donald Trump right now, he has 21,700,000, it just went up. 21,790,232 votes at 53.7% of the of the vote. Kamala Harris has 18,298,632 votes at now 45.2%. Okay? So imagine if Kamala Harris, right? Her campaign is saying that Donald Trump is like Hitler. How can Hitler, think about what I'm saying. How in the hell can Hitler get 21 million votes, please? Donald Trump is not Hitler. They label you racist, anti-American, anti-women because you disagree. We know that. He's got 22 million now. So they went out there and said, hey, you know what? Donald Trump is like Hitler. He's a fascist. So you mean to tell me? So remember what Kathy Hochul said, right? You remember what she said? Voting Republican. Hold on, let me just play the clip before I continue. And I gotta try my best not to be so hyperbolic because it just pissed me off, man. It just pissed me off, man. Because I see the lies of the machine. But anyway, I see the lies of the machine. That's my whole point. Let me play what Kathy Hochul said, right? I played it the other night. Okay, hold on. Let's share this screen here. Please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. All right, remember what Kathy Hochul said the other night. Here you go.
It gave me a chance to tie the Republicans running the seats, the incumbents, closer to Donald Trump, and remind everybody, if you're voting for these Republicans in New York, you are voting for someone who supports Donald Trump.
Okay.
And you're anti-woman, you're anti-abortion, and basically you're anti-American.
Wow.
Because you have just trashed American values and what our country is all about over and over and over. It gave me a chance.
Let's play it again one more time, right? And then we go back. Hold on.
It gave me a chance to tie the Republicans running in these seats, the incumbents, closer to Donald Trump, and remind everybody, if you're voting for these Republicans in New York, you are voting for someone who supports Donald Trump, and you're anti-woman, you're anti-abortion, and basically you're anti-American because you have just trashed American values and what our country is all about over and over and over.
So are you so she basically saying the 22 million votes that Donald Trump has received so far with early voting and people voting at the poll stations, right? Those people are anti-American, right? Those people are anti-American. They're anti-woman. Really? Really? This is why a brother like myself does not support the Democrat Party. I'll never do it again. I told you, I'll never vote Democrat or liberal. Up here in Canada, our election's next year, so they say. They're trying to trigger it. They're trying to trigger it a little bit earlier so we can kind of get this thing going. But no. But that's what she's saying. That if you voting for Donald Trump, you're anti-woman, you're anti-American. So you're telling me right now, she said that before the election, you're telling me 22 million people are anti-American while they live in America voting? No. It's actually because they don't want to vote for Kamala, a woman that can't answer questions and has no policies and has been in office for 3 years. She's been in office for almost 4 years, and she has no policies. She has no policies. They call black men sexist because we don't want to vote Democrat. I don't want to vote Democrat. I would never vote liberal or Democrat ever again. I'm voting Republican, conservative. I digress. Okay, so we got that on the docket, okay? So let's get some projections. All right, so Trump is winning. Trump is winning. Okay, let me look at my electric here. Hold on, let me see. All right, so Trump is winning right now, right? So, Florida, Trump got 52%, 56.2% at 5 million votes. Kamala only received 4 million. Louisiana, Donald Trump is projected to win. Texas, Donald Trump is projected to win at 53.7%. Oh, it just went down a little bit. Okay, but he's projected to win Texas. New Mexico, Donald Trump is projected to win. Okay. Donald Trump is projected to win Nebraska, Wayman, South Dakota, North Dakota. Oh, this one just turned. And then Iowa, right? Iowa, Ohio, Indiana, West Virginia, Kentucky, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. But he was saying that if he can get Pennsylvania to turn red, he's won the election. But right now it's looking like Kamala has Pennsylvania at 721,551,000 votes at 63%. Donald Trump, GOP, that's primarily Democrat, GOP. I mean, it's still early now, right? It's the road to 270. Right now, Donald Trump has 404,279, 35 point. That's why he was doing a lot of campaigning there. So, yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Kamala won New York, right? At a 72%. These are Democrat cities, bro. These are Democrat cities. Literally. Look, she won that one. Rhode Island, she won. Massachusetts, she won. New Hampshire, she won. And it's looking like she's going to win Pennsylvania. All right. Let's see. New Hampshire, Maine, right? Right. It's a road to 270, right? That's got how many electoral? 3 electoral. So Donald Trump can get, he can get Minnesota, Wisconsin, Colorado, it's 10. Utah, Arizona, Nevada, Oregon, Washington is 12. Montana. But he's saying that, we're trying to see Pennsylvania voting site. So they got disruptors at the Pennsylvania voting site. Let's put this up on the screen. So, Pennsylvania voting site evacuated as disruptors try to upset election result. Okay? And it says a voting site in the key swing state of Pennsylvania has been evacuated after being stormed by disruptors. Multiple people burst into the center county election office in Bellefonte shortly after 7 p.m. Eastern. That triggered an evacuation by local police. Polls in Pennsylvania did not close until 8 p.m. The identities of the disruptors has not been shared, and no further details on their behavior have been released. And it's also unclear if they are supporting Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Here's the video.
Hi everyone, it's Haley with the Center County Report. We are currently at the Willow Bank building where we are setting up to go live when police told us we need to exit the building because they said people are trying to disrupt the election.
Wow.
Now you can see back behind me that there are police flashing lights, residents, people. We are all gathered here at the lower parking lot of the building. We'll keep you updated with what's going on at 8.
Crazy, right? It's so crazy. That's called civil war, baby. That's exactly what that is. People don't want to agree with it. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so let's click here. See if we get the results here. Yeah, so right now Donald Trump stands at 120. Kamala's at 99. Okay, and says race calls president. Right. I was hoping that Donald Trump could get New York, but ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen, bro. Okay, so balance of power, the electoral college, that's where we stand right now. Kamala's votes have gone up now. She's at 21,000. Or sorry, 21 million. I apologize. Right? So what does Trump need? Wisconsin, Virginia, Texas, Pennsylvania, Ohio, New Mexico, New Hampshire, North Carolina. But he needs the Pennsylvania. That's why they stormed Pennsylvania on site, because they're trying to give it to her, I think. But I don't know. We'll see. Balance of power, United States Senate, 35 Democrats, 46 Republicans. It's looking like the Republicans are going to get the Senate. And it's looking like Republicans might get the House too. So right now, red is looking okay right now. Balance of power, governor, Democrats 22, 23, so roughly the same. 5 to be called. Wow. Results state by state. Voters have cast 61,912 early in-person and 49,360 mail-in ballots in the general election. Okay. So it says ballot measures and issues. Okay. Abortion, expand all descriptions. Proposition 139. This proposed amendment of Arizona's constitution would create a right to abortion until fetal viability and allow abortions later to protect the life or health of the pregnant woman. So that's on the ballot. Amendment 79. This proposed amendment of Colorado's constitution would create a right to abortion and repeal an existing provision that allows public funds for abortion only if a pregnant woman's life is. And then Amendment 4, Florida, more abortion. Constitutional amendment, reproductive freedom, including to abortion. This proposed amendment to Missouri's constitution would create a right to reproductive freedom, right? That's what it is. So abortion's on the docket. Court and justices, Proposition 314. This ballot measure would allow police to arrest this ballot measure would allow police to arrest immigrants who don't cross the border at a legal port of entry, and would make it a state crime for people living. Okay. Drug policy. This proposed amendment to Florida's constitution would legalize recreational use of marijuana for people the age of 21 and older. This ballot measure would legalize, regulate, and tax the sale of psychedelic substances found in mushrooms and plants for people aged 21 and older. Okay. Education, healthcare, other. This ballot measure would replace Maine's current flag, which features the state's coat of arms, with the flag featuring a pine tree and a star. Voting in elections, Alaska, Arizona. Okay. So there's some things on the ballot, man, you know? Questions. Presidential election, voting history since 1976, state by state. Look, California was red. You know what I mean? Like, California was red. California was red in 1976. Oh, does it change? Oh yeah, there you go. So 1980, 1984. Hold on, let's go back. So it just goes to show you why we're here where we're here now. 1984, baby. 1988, where I was born. Hold on. Was I born in a golden age? I think I was born in a golden age. Yeah, there it is. 1988. Look, mostly red. New Jersey was red. Pennsylvania was red. North Carolina, like the electric was mostly Republican. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. California was pretty much red. That's in 1988, the year I was born. Okay? 1992. It started to turn. There's a shift there, 1992. I think that's Bill Clinton, right? Yeah, that's Bill Clinton, 96. 2000 is red. 2008 is Obama. 12 is Obama. 16 is Trump. 2020 is Biden. 1976. I want to see 2020 again. How did Biden win again? Let's go back. So that's Biden there. Oh, I got to pause it on there. Hold on a second. Let's go back here. So that's how Biden won there. So you got California, Nevada, so that's where we stand right now. So we'll see if it's going to change, right? It's going to be interesting. For sure it's going to be interesting. Okay, so we got that going on there. Let's see if I can go to CNN. Follow the city maps in every state. United States election 2024 results in full. Live maps reveal where Trump and Harris stand in every state. And then this is the map here. So Trump is at 137 as we stand right now. So he's inching forward, but I don't think he's going to get Pennsylvania, man. Yeah, he's at 38.9. New York City, Kamala got more votes in New York. But Donald Trump did take Maine, right? Was Maine blue in 2020? That's a good question. Oh, he just turned red. Here you go. So he's at 177. Let's go. He's at 177. So he's inching forward, man. The guy that they labeled as Hitler, the fascist. So we'll see what happens, right? I'm just gonna let it play through, and then we'll see what happens in the next little bit. I gotta do some edits on some videos and shit, so we'll see. All right, we got this video by Kamala. She was faking the funk. Take a look at this. It was Kamala just pretended to call a voter, but then accidentally showed her screen. She was on the camera app. Watch this one. This is on C-SPAN. She wasn't even on the phone. Look. She wasn't even on the phone. Watch this.
You did, thank you.
She wasn't on the phone. She was faking. Bro, look. Hold on. If I pick up my phone, right, it's going to show me talking to somebody. Hold on a second. Okay, it's going to show myself talking to someone, right? Okay, if I pick up the phone, it's going to show like a phone, a green phone, and a red phone and say that I'm talking to somebody on the device. It just showed her on the camera phone. So she was lying the whole time.
How you doing? Have you voted already?
Her voters are so stupid, bro.
You did. Thank you.
Look, bro, she's not, her phone doesn't have a green phone on it. She was lying the whole time. Look. She was on the camera app. It's right there in your face. Look. I mean, she was on the camera app, bro. That's not on the like if I'm talking to someone on Facebook Live. Yeah, you can see her pointing herself on the camera. She wasn't talking to anyone. She was on the camera app. She wasn't on the real phone, so she was pretending. But they're so stupid they can't even see that. Look, you can see her reflection from the camera app. Camera app. See? Look, there's the background. Come on, man.
Thank you so very much. You know, it's so important that everybody participates.
It's all an act. It's all a show, man. It's all an act, all a show. Okay, so here we are now. We're still back here. I just wanted to show you that.
steady stream of people coming through here, and they're expecting this to be potentially one of the highest percentages of voters turnout that they have seen ever, with 95 potentially percent of registered voters showing up here at this poll. But I do want to give you some new information that we
Watch
have
this
just
shit.
gotten in the city of Milwaukee, which is about 20 miles from where we are. We are in the suburbs here. They are now saying, according to election officials there, they're going to have to rerun about 30,000 absentee ballots through tabulating machines for an abundance of caution, because what they learned is that the doors of one of its tabulating machines were open. It hadn't been closed properly, and they want to make absolutely sure that the machine counted everything properly. So they are rerunning 30,000 ballots. Why that is important is it will mean that there will take a longer time to count those absentee ballots. And if you will remember, back in 2020, it was the absentee ballots and waiting for those to be counted,
shenanigans, right?
we heard Donald Trump and the Republicans jump on, saying there's some sort of malfeasance. Officials are saying this is not the case. There was an issue with one of the machines not being closed properly, and they want to make
Would that be malfeasance?
sure that each and every vote is properly counted. So we may have to wait.
Jesus, like they have no bounds of the lies of the Democratic machine. What else do we got here? That's Milwaukee. Look, Joe Rogan podcast. He said sus AF. Breaking. Milwaukee election official announced that they are recounting 30,000 absentee ballots after discovering that the scanning machine door wasn't closed properly. You're witnessing history. Playing that again.
Now saying, according to election officials, they're going
Crazy,
to have
man.
to rerun
Hey, everything's good.
30,000 absentee ballots through tabulating machines for an abundance of caution, because what they learned is that the doors of one of its tabulating machines were open. It hadn't been closed properly, and they want to make absolutely sure that the machine counted everything properly. So they are rerunning 30,000 ballots. Why that is important is it will mean that there will take a longer time to count those absentee ballots. And if you will remember, back in 2020, it was the absentee ballots and waiting for those to be counted, which we heard Donald Trump and the Republicans jump on, saying...
That's crazy, man. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, so that's Tasha K. Look, is that Tasha K? Hold on. Is that Tasha K? So Instagram influencer with 600,000 followers says she faced severe backlash, lost thousands of followers, and got nasty comments and threats after revealing she voted for Donald Trump, the tolerant left. Well, Tasha K, let me tell you something. Okay, you're okay. Let me inform you, Tasha K. Okay, Tasha K. Your audience is primarily black women, right? That want to get the tea and the gossip on celebrities and athletes, and your audience is primarily black women. Okay, so those black women, they're on code. They want to vote for Kamala. Kamala has no policies. So when you get out there and you say, hey, you know what? As a black woman, I voted for Donald Trump in this election. I would imagine you're going to lose followers. Okay, compare and contrast. Tasha K, a guy like me, I don't give an F what people think about me. My social validation does not come from YouTube. My social validation does not come from how many followers I have on Instagram. My social validation comes from my family, my friends, and the people that I give a shit about. It's not about people that want some drama, want to see some drama. I don't care about that. My validation comes from within myself, from God above. So when you lose 600,000 followers, those people think you were just going to be on code like them and vote Kamala. I've been on YouTube, I don't know, almost 4 years. And then probably the last 2.5 years, I'm like, yo, Donald Trump's got the better policies. See, I got the cojones to say that I support Donald Trump. I got the cojones to say Donald Trump got better policies. I got the cojones to say, you know what? Up here in Canada, Pierre Poilievre, which is conservative, yeah, I think he got better policies than the liberal Justin Trudeau. I can say that. Because I don't come on here for validation. I could have one person watch me. I could have nobody watch me. I could have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I'm staying within the confines of the framework of my reality, which is my truth. So I would imagine you would lose followers. Just saying. Yep, I would imagine that. Yep, I would. Let's play the video. Oh, I would imagine this. Oh, yes, 100%. She said it was extreme.
Tasha K lose.
Hold on. Let's go to her post. Let's go to her post. Yeah, social media is cool. You know what I mean? I think it's a really cool thing. But I don't get my validation from the people that like if you follow me, you like my content, and you rock with me, and you want to hear good commentary, good perspective, then this is the content for you. But if you don't want that, then I guess you're gonna have to unsubscribe, right? Like, okay, I'm just gonna keep saying what I'm saying. Like, that's not gonna change nothing. Like, I don't understand. Like, that's really I just don't get it. Like, I'm just confused. Like, I'm really confused. Like, I talked to the young brother Turan. He's donated. Primo has donated. You know what I'm saying? So they believe in me, and I'm not gonna let them down. I'm not gonna let myself down. I'm not gonna let people that I care about down. You know what I'm saying? Those people that came over here and seen that I had 1 subscriber, came over here and was listening to the content and was like, yo, this brother's saying some real dope shit. I don't have to agree with everything he says. I don't want you to agree with everything I say. I'm not here for people to agree with everything that I say. That's crazy. No, I'm not here for that. But yeah, I digress. Right? So this is her channel, right? This is where she gets the gossip, right? The celebrity gossip, Diddy, and all this kind of stuff, right? That's cool. But as you can see, she's down. She's down. Her followers down. All them women, all them sisters that have been rocking with you for so long, they unsubscribe. So it can happen to the highest people of subscribers. It can happen to the people that have 1 million subscribers. Their number can go down. I have, what do I got? I got 850 organic people that listen to my content when they're not busy, if they're, I got organic content. I got organic subscribers. I don't need a machine to, get me subscribers to make it look like. No, man. I'll just say what I say. If you like it, you subscribe. That's it. It's very simple. It's very simple. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not doing things for free either, by the way. I don't have to do that. But anyway. So this is the woman here, right? It says, it was an extremely hard decision, but after careful consideration and a reassertion of the facts, our country is in turmoil. Oh, she finally admits that. I've been saying that for 4 years. I've been saying that for 4 years. Tasha K finally admit that the country's in turmoil. I have family in America. Whatever happens in America affects me up here in Canada. So I have to look at everything and make up a decision. I say, you know what, Donald Trump got better policies. Simple as that. I don't care who don't like it. She finally admits our country is in turmoil. Inflation is crazy. Unnecessary use of military power and our tax funds to fund other countries. Trump, she said, Trump 2024. I've been saying this for so long. It's the Democratic Kool-Aid. You're either going to drink that Democratic Kool-Aid, or you're gonna think think for yourself and say, you know what? I see all these celebrities like Cardi B out there. She can't. I don't know. I just see them. Yeah, that's not for me. So that's what Tasha K said, right? Okay, fine. Let's hear what she said about her losing subscribers.
Tasha K loses 5,000 followers on her Instagram page after she posted this morning that she voted for Donald Trump.
Yeah, so all those black women that watch Tasha K looking for the gossip and tea, right? Watch Tasha K, watching her, her content relating to, just gossip and rumors and shit like that. They don't want you to say you like Donald Trump. That's a no-no. See, the difference between a Tasha K and myself, I can say whatever I want to say, unfiltered. I can literally say whatever I want to say because I believe what I say. I might not get it all right. I might get some things wrong. And I also don't want people to agree with everything I say. This is not a monolith. My channel is not a monolith. Just come and bring something different, an idea. A worldview. That's all I have. That's just like, just bring a worldview, just bring an idea, and let's debate it. That's all I'm saying. But they say nothing. So fine.
Literally, we lost 5,000 followers.
Like, what do you want me to do, man?
Like that. Like that.
Yes, yes, yes.
All because I shared who I voted for.
Yes.
I didn't tell you guys.
Yes, you're gonna lose them. You're not allowed. Hold on. You're not allowed to say you like Donald Trump. I am allowed to say it. We're not the same. We're not the same. That's the point. That shows you again why I go against the Democratic machine. Okay, so again, I'm at 850. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay. I had 1. I had 2. I had 3. I had 4 and 5 and 6. Fine. It's okay. You know, I speak my mind on my channel. Right? People might disagree. They might not like the That's okay. At the end of the day, Tasha K, you are not supposed. You're a black woman. You're not supposed to say you like Donald Trump. You're supposed to get on code and say you like Kamala Harris. I can say I like Donald Trump because Kamala's message is not for men. It's not for black men. So I can say I like Donald Trump. You can't say that because you will lose subscribers. You will lose subscribers. Okay, now we can go back. All right.
Tasha K loses 5,000 followers on her Instagram page after she posted this morning that she voted for Donald Trump.
Literally, we lost 5,000 followers. Like that. Like that. All because I shared who I voted for. I didn't tell you guys to go vote for them. I didn't say that you were stupid or dumb because you didn't vote for them. I didn't threaten you. I didn't threaten your kids. I didn't threaten your livelihood. I didn't even use my platform to push a narrative.
Yeah, Tasha K, I'm just gonna I'll just give you those are just fake subscribers. Like those are fake people. Yeah, I don't know. They're just fake subscribers. They're not really real supporters of yours. Right? They're not real supporters of yours. I would think I have real supporters of mine. I would think so. Maybe not. I don't know. But yes, with a snap of a finger, you can lose subscribers. Yes.
For a particular party.
She stated that she got so much backlash from this post that she had to delete it. And she doesn't think it's fair because she says that she voted strictly on the policies. And that's what you should do too.
When I shared who I voted for and why, I did not expect at all that anybody would be triggered by that. I just didn't I just don't get why all of the threats, why all of the confusion, why all of the disdain. Truly who we vote for is based on how that person or the policies that person has affects our lives. And so I would never, ever judge you guys for who you decide to vote for, even if you didn't vote. And so, for that reason, I do want to, oh my God, I triggered everybody. I triggered so many people, I took my post down.
Damn. So Tasha K, we had, not a subscriber, but there was a person, they were trying to threaten me and all this kind of shit over some dating streaming service whores. Nobody gives a fuck about them, right? Like, personally, nobody cares about them. I'm outside every day. This is why, you know what I'm saying? I do the YouTube thing, but I'm outside every single day, and I love being outside because they don't say this when they're outside. Outside is definitely my realm. Online is a little bit of my realm, but mostly outside is my realm. They can't say what they want to say outside. They can't say what they want to say online. I can do both. I can literally do. I can say what I want to say online, clearly, and I can say it outside, clearly. Okay, now we're back here. Okay, so that's the one with Tasha K. I'll splice that one up and send a video there. It's sad that she lost subscribers though, man, but they don't care. The people on that side of the political spectrum, they want you to agree with nothing. So that's just another thing. Okay, so dude voted for Kamala so his girlfriend wouldn't break up with him. His voting rights should be stripped away. So there's a video of this guy voting for Kamala because his girlfriend said that she will break up with him. That is called a beta male.
Just
Imagine your girlfriend that you imagine your girlfriend, right? You've been with her for however long, and she says you better vote Kamala or I'm gonna break up with you. That's not a real woman. That's not a real woman. How's that a real woman? Anyway,
just voted.
I did.
And who did you vote for?
For Harris.
And tell me about how you came to this decision.
So I wasn't gonna vote at all until my girlfriend was going on my phone telling me to go vote. And if I didn't, she was gonna break up with me. So now I'm here.
Just
that's some
voted.
evil shit.
And who did you
Yo. That is some evil shit. Honestly, their vagina and coochie is not even worth. Their vagina and coochie is not worth the breakup. It's not worth the stress. It's not worth. It's not worth the emotional toll. Their vagina and coochie. He's gonna learn out the hard way because now since he did that, she's gonna say another thing like, "You need to go and make $1 million, or I'll break up with you." And he's got to go make that money. You need to go and be with a gay man, or I'll break up with you. Because I want to see if you're actually for me. And he'll go do it. He compromises principles. That's all it is. He compromises values. He compromises morals. All for his girlfriend. Hey, cool. That's fine. But there is a thing called betas. It's called beta males. Weak-minded, corrupt-minded. Hey, one-dimensional thinking dudes. Sucks to be you, bro. I am a single man. I would not want to be in your position. Why I wouldn't want to be in your position? Because that means your woman wears the pants in the relationship. You are the female in the relationship. She's the male. Like, no, thank you. I'm good with that. Too much to say. Sorry, too much soy. It says how embarrassing. Extremely. Soft men with no strong convictions being led by short-term decisions. They'll lose it all in the end, both their country and their dicks. It's facts. What up, beta? His girlfriend will leave him, not because of who he voted for, but because he doesn't have a backbone to stand up to his girl. Women will lose respect for you if you are too agreeable. Look, beta! He's a beta male. And this is a woman posting this. Mrs. B posted that. Calling you a beta. What a beta male. Like, I would never do it. Not for, no. Man, come with his gay on national television. He should have dumped that B. What a loser. He does not deserve a say in the future of this country. Yeah, so hey man, you can pick and choose. Alright? He said, damn, simping at the ballot box? That's a new low. Yeah, that's true. This is a big reason why the red wave was blunted in 2020. Young women were forcing their boyfriends and spouses to go vote for Biden/Kamala, or they would cut them off from sex. This is a new voting bloc that needs to be understood. The abortion crowd is a one reason voting bloc. It's crazy, bro. It's not worth it. Right? It said the hilarious things we do for love. Sadly, the girlfriend will still break up with him. That's what simps like him deserve. Yeah, that's what they deserve. Screw him. F him. Should have listened to my content. Maybe you would have saved a heartbreak, brother. But hey, you do what you got to do. You know? Oh, what's going on? Someone sent in a super chat. Appreciate it. Love that. Thank you. Lipsy HQ, what's up? Lipsy HQ sent in a super chat of $1.99 USD. Fire, thank you. Lipsy HQ said men need to wear the pants more often. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we need to stand up for, yep. Walk them down, Trump. That's right. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. That's really appreciative. I'm gonna like it, and I think I can highlight your super chat. I can like it, and so I'm gonna give you a wrench. I'm gonna add you as a moderator, so you can manage. I'm gonna put you in there as a moderator. Appreciate it though. But yeah, so this is where we are right now. Okay, so we're still kind of waiting to see what's going on. Yeah, so Trump is he's on the way. So I gotta look at some more of these X posts and see what we can find here. I was gonna come on and do some camera shit, but I woke up late from a nap, so I was like, man, I don't think I can do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I could do it tonight, but eventually this weekend, because I'm off on the weekend, we'll know more for sure about results and all that stuff. I'll probably do some on-camera stuff on the weekend. Yeah, I was just like, man, I try to get as much rest as I can to do these long live streams, because these long live streams take a toll, man. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I mean, it's 9:43 on the East Coast. It says Elon has officially changed the. That's a lie. They did some kind of manipulation with that, so that's not what we're using here. North Carolina, Wayman, Vermont. So it's showing a lot of trending things here. Alex Jones and all these guys are live. Oh yeah. Kamala. Okay, who is it? Yeah. So Kamala Harris, she buses in supporters. I want to show you that video. Actually, I seen this earlier. Hold on a second. Hold on a second here. Hold on. He posted a lot of stuff here. Let's go down. Let's go down. Oh, I can't find the video, man. Excuse me. I'm looking for, yeah, it's got to go down here. But yeah, she was busing in followers. I could probably do some on-camera shit, but man, it's going to take me a minute to get a little situated. Yeah, I still can't find the video. 8 hours ago. Wow. Hold on. Yeah, I still can't find it, man. Okay, hold on a second. Sure, we'll check back later. So they got a lot of big. They had a lot of big lines for the voting, which was pretty crazy, right? That's pretty good. That means Americans are more engaged than they were in 2020, which is a really good thing to see. I still can't find it. There was this video of the fake Kamala supporters. Actually, wait, I might have retweeted it. Hold on, let me see. Let's see if I retweeted that. Fake Kamala supporters. Yeah, here it is right here. I found it. So I want to show you guys the fake Kamala supporters being bussed in. Look at this shit. Okay, you guys ready? Here you go.
Yo, look at this. That's the bus. So we just got to Muhlenberg College where they're doing the Kamala event, and look, you can see the bus where they're busing people in.
I was wondering why they're double parked.
That's the bus.
Send them all in.
Look, you see them. They're all getting off the bus right there.
They got to bus people in, guys.
Watch them get off the bus right there. They're not even from here.
We got their masks on? No way.
Oh, yeah. We got the bus. That's the bus right there.
So they had the social distance.
Pop out. Yo, look at this. That's the bus. So we just got to Muhlenberg College where they're doing the Kamala event. And look, you can see the bus where they're busing people in.
I was wondering why they're double parked.
That's the
Busing
bus.
them all in.
Look, you see them. They're all getting off the bus right there.
Right. So they got to bust these people in. Isn't that crazy? So crazy, right? Okay, let's see where we're at now. So let's refresh some stuff. I got to switch it up and go to CNN's poll just to kind of give it a different idea here. But right now, Trump is at 178. I don't think tonight we're gonna know who won tonight. I don't think so. I don't. So we can do it. This is Canada's one. Some people say, "Well, you're in Canada." That doesn't mean nothing. They're literally covering this in Canada. So it's the same. It's the same. Trump is at 178. Kamala's at 99. Right. Trump wins Ohio with other battleground states too early to call. Okay, so. And it says live United States update results. Donald Trump wins Ohio. AP declares. Okay, let's see what this is here. Oops. Okay, why is this not working now? Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, it's just spinning. It says live happens events around the United States Day, November 5th, 2024. And then it says go to American Votes Live blog, and then it's the same as the map. But we're trying to get that live feed here, man. I might have to go to YouTube and do it that way. Okay, so let's see what we can find here. So PBD, he's got a live feed. Tucker Carlson's live at Mar-a-Lago. Okay. So let's go. Let's go see what we can find. So this is some of the coverage. I don't really want to play the mainstream media's narrative machine. I really don't want to play it. Canada bracing for possibility of prolonged unrest at the southern border.
They're making more money.
Look, Canada bracing for possibility of prolonged unrest, southern border. It's crazy. So we're gonna put our tag in here. Just 1 second. 1 second, guys. Let's get. I wish Turan was here, man. That's my co-host, man. Okay, here's this video here. Okay, so let's put this here.
Has always been.
Ready for a second Trump presidency?
The Prime Minister is choosing his words carefully.
My job as Canadian Prime Minister has always been to work with whomever the Americans elect to be their president and make sure that I'm standing up for Canadian values.
But behind the scenes, Canada is preparing for potential fallout. A senior government source tells Global News top officials, cabinet ministers, and Justin Trudeau have discussed what happens if neither Donald Trump nor Kamala Harris wins a decisive victory. A so-called third scenario, a prolonged period of unrest, even political violence reminiscent of the attack.
This has nothing to do with anything. This is January 6th shit again.
On the U.S. Capitol.
I think it's unusual that those conversations would be had, but I think in the aftermath of January 6th, 4 years ago, that it's...
No, man. What about the aftermath of the BLM riots? Come on, man. This is... I'm not playing this. I'm not playing that. What about the BLM riots? The Summer of Love protest by Antifa and Black Lives Matter. What about that? You guys just talk about January 6th, man. Anyway.
Cities in this state, and she has a lead right now of 4 points. Let's get a closer look in Pennsylvania because it's such an important state. You can see we talked about Erie up in the northwest corner there on Lake Erie. It has shifted over to Donald Trump right now. But let's go cross state, down kitty corner, down near Philadelphia. There's a county that's always been interesting to watch, and that's Bucks County. In Bucks County, which is down right by Philadelphia, just on the northeast corner of it there, this is a county that Biden won by about 4 points, and Clinton won by about a point. So here's Harris for the moment. She's up by 18 or so points, almost 19 points. So this is important if she can pile up some of the votes in some of these blue counties if she's going to win ever crucial Pennsylvania. Donna.
Here we go.
All right, Eric Sorensen, thank you. We're still waiting for those calls in key battleground states. Pennsylvania right now just too close to call. So we'll keep an eye on you, Eric, and you're going to keep an eye on the numbers for us. Thank you.
All right.
Mercedes Stevenson is standing by in Toronto. Mercedes.
Thanks, Donna. This is such a consequential election and so close that the role of Americans who are abroad expected to play a very important role, including, of course, Americans who live right here in Canada.
You guys heard what she said? Americans living in Canada. This is why I cover politics.
And we are going to go to Eric Sorensen in just a moment here because he can break down the numbers for us, the most popular man in the broadcast, of just how many Americans are in Canada. Eric, what do we know?
Well, it's pretty remarkable, Mercedes, that there are millions of Americans who don't live in the United States but are eligible to vote. In fact, in 2022, an estimated 2.8 million Americans from almost 200 countries were eligible to vote just 2 years ago. That's 2.8 million. 605,000 of them are in Canada, which is pretty amazing. And when you look at the map, you can understand why. There are Americans living and Canadians living just over the border in almost every province.
So the area that I'm at is in Toronto, outside of Toronto. So I'll show you the area that I'm at. I'm like this area here. This is where I live. Where I'm from is on this side, East Coast.
Province, and particularly in Ontario, right across the bridge and tunnel from Michigan, which is a battleground state. A lot of people in Ontario not living far from Pennsylvania or Wisconsin either. So there are a lot of Americans that don't live very far from the real battlegrounds in this race. The question is, are they voting while they're living up here? Mercedes.
Good question.
Great question. I remember growing up with lots of Americans in Calgary, another big expat location. Here to talk about that, we have two Americans joining us who live in Canada. George-Ann Burke, who is with Republicans Overseas, who is with us here in studio, and Steve Nardi, who is joining us from Windsor, from Democrats Abroad. George-Ann, I'd like to
Look, he's got the Harris thing on. Look.
Start with you. How did you find engagements from Republicans in Canada to be in terms of voting in this election? I know Donald Trump, not the biggest fan of mail-in votes, but was it different this time?
He wasn't the greatest fan of mail-in votes, but he's become a bigger fan these days. I saw a significant increase in engagement through our digital sites, website, and Facebook pages and so forth. About a 50% increase in the number of people, and we're talking about thousands, not hundreds of people. We had about 8,000 or 9,000 on the page, and we're up around 12,000, and that's only in the last 2 or 3 months. The numbers have jumped significantly, but there's a lot of interest. Media talks about it all the time. It's in every possible place that you look. Everybody is talking about this. It's a huge election, so Americans living here are very concerned.
All right, they're saying that we're not gonna know. This is why I wasn't really doing on camera shit, because I got some stuff I gotta do tomorrow. But we're not gonna know what's going on tonight. CBS says we probably won't know the results of Pennsylvania tonight, and delay does not mean anything nefarious is happening. Third world countries get the results on election night, but PA can't figure it out, and we're supposed to believe everything is fine. Let's play the tape.
Want to turn now to Cecilia Vega, because Cecilia, I know you did some reporting in Pennsylvania. What are we learning about what may be happening in the Keystone State?
Yeah, we're just back from a reporting trip there. Look, this is the Holy Grail. Margaret said it at the top of the show with its 19 Electoral College votes. And I think, Nora, to understand the significance of Pennsylvania, all you got to do is look back to the final day of campaigning. Both candidates there, Donald Trump telling everybody, if we win Pennsylvania, we'll win this whole ball of wax. Kamala Harris ending her her final rally on the steps of the famous Rocky Steps there. But look, Al Schmidt, the Secretary of State, told me we are probably not going to know the results from Pennsylvania tonight. Delay does not mean anything nefarious is happening. Pack your patience, you said at the top.
Want to turn now to Cecilia Vega, because Cecilia.
Here we are. Everybody's, they have the American flag and everything like that. So Trump is at 188. He's at 188 right now. So, still waiting, man. Okay, MSNBC, I'm not playing that. CBS, Fox Business, Live Now, Fox New York, let's see. Let's take a look at this and see what we have here. Okay, let's Roland Martin. No thanks. This is Australia. Telegraph. I guess we can go CNN. There was a live feed here, but this is BBC News.
And that tells us quite a lot about fears that some of the...
Oh, here's a tool. Here's a little thing. It's always good if you're gonna watch mainstream media. It's always good to get a perspective on different countries, how different countries report the news, right? So this is like a British news organization, right? Listen to how they sound with American politics.
The abusive language and some of the conversation around state democracy could tip into something.
It sounds totally different.
Isn't so good in real life. Another thing, though, to counter all of that is actually the indication so far that turnout is really healthy. It's been high, and that does suggest that there is still some faith in democracy. So for all of the kind of social media world that I said,
sounds totally.
There are people who are trusting the polls, at least right now, and wanting to go and vote.
Yeah, really interesting, Mariana. Thank you so much for bringing us that information. Of course, at this point in the evening, as we've seen polls close in a number of states, it's important to look at some of those allegations. And indeed, our partner CBS News, their Democracy Watch desk, has said that the city commissioner in Philadelphia has rebuked former President Donald Trump's claim that, quote, massive cheating is happening in that city of Philadelphia. That city commissioner, Seth Bluestein, who's a Republican, said, quote, there is absolutely no truth to this allegation. So that is some of the response that we're seeing to these allegations that Mariana mentioned there. Important to note that this is coming from Philadelphia city officials themselves, a Republican city commissioner there. So we're going to...
So the shenanigans are happening. Whoopsies! And then we had a question period in Canada. Here's this one. Pierre Poilievre got a haircut. He's looking sharp out there, ain't he? Watch this one. Here we go.
For Canadians from coast to coast to coast. And the Conservatives are working every day to make sure this isn't the case.
Questions orales. All questions. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Look how sharp he's looking. Look, he's got his hair cut. Everything's looking. Man, I'm telling you, he's looking sharp. Bro, look, he looks different. Look. Bro, he's looking sharp out there. He's looking sharp out there. Because he knows what time it is out here. Anyway, I digress. Let's put this up here. So I'm gonna play a little bit of this too.
Just 80 days after becoming Prime Minister, Stephen Harper promised to put an end to, or managed to put an end to, tariffs on softwood lumber. But this Prime Minister caved in and allowed Donald Trump to reimpose those tariffs, and Mr. Biden doubled them. Stephen Harper entered into a deal with Barack Obama in order to avoid the consequences of the Buy America Act. Can we have an election so that Canadians could have a Prime Minister who will stand up for Canadians? The Right Honourable Prime Minister. On the contrary, Mr. Speaker, what we see once again is the Conservative leader saying anything and everything.
Oh, Lord.
While we stand up against Donald Trump. We stood up against him when he wanted to renegotiate NAFTA. And it was the Conservatives, including Stephen Harper, who were encouraging us to back down and not offend the Americans. On the contrary, we stood up for ourselves. We protected supply management. We protected steel and aluminum workers. We protected Canadian jobs all across this country, Mr. Speaker. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition. This Liberal Prime Minister not only capitulated to Obama, Trump, and Biden.
There you go.
He also gave $500 million worth of investment that left this country, impoverishing Canadians in the process.
I told you, man.
10 years ago, the New York Times said life in Canada has the wealthiest middle class in the world. And Canada seems to be outstripping even the U.S. Today, it's the opposite. Canadians are poorer than Americans. Why is this?
That's called the inversion. There you go. It's the opposite. Did you hear what he said? The opposite can be true, guys. The opposite can literally be true in life. Okay? But that's what it is. The opposite is true. I believe him.
Not only capitulated to Obama, Trump, and Biden. He also gave $500 million worth of investment that left this country, impoverishing Canadians in the process. 10 years ago, the New York Times said life in Canada has the wealthiest middle class in the world. And Canada seems to be outstripping even the U.S. Today, it's the opposite. Canadians are poorer than Americans. Why is this Prime Minister creating jobs for Americans? The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Question, right?
Mr. Speaker, the opposition leader continues to claim that Canada's broken, but at the same time, he wants to get rid of the investments that will help Canadians, for example, with the construction of new homes.
Dental care?
The millions of dollars that we've sent to the government of Quebec to build new affordable housing, if it was up to him, he would cut and impose austerity on Quebecers and all Canadians. They don't want that. We don't want that. We need to invest to help alleviate the housing crisis, and that not the kind of policies the opposition leader is proposing.
Dental care?
Minister Stephen Harper only 80 days to get a softwood lumber deal that put an end to the tariffs and reimbursed what were already collected. And then this Liberal Prime Minister capitulated, allowed Trump to reimpose the tariffs and Biden to double them. Harper got us an exemption to Buy America. This Prime Minister then capitulated, allowed Trump and Biden to reimpose them, hurting our construction workers and our providers of steel. Why can't we have a carbon tax election so that we can have a Prime Minister that no longer capitulates to the Americans, but instead will stand up for Canada?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Since I just answered that question in French, allow me instead to take a moment to condemn unequivocally the violence we've seen in South Asian communities across the country over the past few nights. Let me be very, very clear. The individuals who are inciting violence and division and hatred no way
Sir, that's you. Your name is Justin Trudeau. It's you. So you're talking about yourself, Justin. Okay, fine.
Present either the Sikh community or the Hindu community in Canada. At a time of Diwali, Bandi Chor Divas, we're seeing communities come together to celebrate their diversity and their strength. We will continue to stand for the unity of Canadians.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
The New York Times 10 years ago. Life in Canada, home of the world's most affluent middle class. Median income in Canada appears to have surpassed median income in the United States. Oh, what a decade can do. Now, American workers make almost $20,000 more than their Canadian counterparts. They get twice as much investment every single year. The gap between our per capita GDP and that of the United States is now the worst in a century after this Prime Minister's rising taxes, bureaucracy, and blocking of energy projects. I know why Harris and Trump want to create jobs for Americans, but why does this Prime Minister want to help them?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the silence of the Conservative leader is deafening when it comes to what's happening in the South Asian communities right now. And it's a real shame. Not only is he not stepping forward to talk about how all Canadians must stand together and all South Asian Canadians.
Sorry, it's too late for that.
Sikh, Hindu, Jain, Buddhist are celebrating together this weekend. But he even refuses to take the issue seriously enough to get the security clearance necessary to be briefed on threats to Canada and to Canadians. That's not leadership, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Now you know his real agenda. He wants to distract from all the economic misery he's called at home. And so he uses divisions here at home. These divisions are the result of him.
Thank you.
Under his leadership, we've seen a 200.
Didn't I just say that? I just said that. I just said that. He's talking about divisions. He's the one that created this problem, not me, not him. Like, it's just crazy.
Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Now you know his real agenda. He wants to distract from all the economic misery he's called at home. And so he uses divisions here at home. These divisions are the result of him. Under his leadership, we've seen a 251% increase in hate crimes, fire bombings of synagogues, bullets shot at Jewish children's schools, 100 churches burned and vandalized, and now we see sectarian riots on the streets of Brampton. This never happened before this Prime Minister. Does he take ownership for the divisions he's caused and the violence that has resulted?
Order. Colleagues, I'm going to ask members, please, especially members from the far end of the House, to please not take the floor unless they are recognized by the Speaker. The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, people watching that last answer will know and note the assuredness with which the Leader of the Opposition declared all the causes and the sources of the terrible violence we're seeing, when the reality is he refuses to take the necessary briefings that our security agencies are offering him to understand the threats to Canada. Why won't he get the security clearance necessary to protect Canadians?
Order. Colleagues, it does not do well when on one side of the House is asked to keep quiet. The other side of the House should do the same. All members should do the same.
The Honourable Member for Belleuil-Chambly. Mr. Speaker, the government has tabled regulations to cap greenhouse gas emissions. It's a bit complacent because the deadlines are long, extremely long, and it's Quebecers and Canadians who are paying the price. This is going to give polluters a holiday on emissions control, and this regulation is may appear inadequate given the oil and gas lobby here in the House. Could this not be better done through statute? The Right Honourable Prime Minister. Mr. Speaker, as a government, we have always chosen to do everything that's necessary to reduce emissions, to protect Canadian prosperity, and to protect Canadians' future.
Justin
That's
Trudeau.
why we're moving
You are
ahead
not
with the
God.
cap on
You don't control the climate.
greenhouse gas emissions coming from the oil industry. This is an industry that is making record profits, an industry that already has the technology to reduce emissions, but with this cap, the industry will have to invest to reduce emissions so that everyone does their fair share in reducing emissions and protecting the planet. The honourable member for Belleuil-Chambly, instead of considering the green equalization or green banking or funding of green technology, as the Bloc has been advocating for a long time, the Prime Minister himself has said that this is an industry whose profits have skyrocketed since the pandemic. Instead of imposing standards that aren't tough enough, why doesn't he impose tougher standards? And that way he could go before the electorate finally with a bold record on the environment. The Right Honourable Prime Minister. Mr. Speaker, I know full well that both the Bloc and we have the same opinion.
Scrapping the GST on new home sales will save young Canadians tens of thousands of dollars on new homes, and the Conservative leader already wrote the premiers asking them to match his pledge provincially. Mr. Speaker, will the NDP Liberals axe the federal GST on housing so more young Canadians can afford a home?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Housing, Infrastructure and Communities.
Mr. Speaker, I've answered the matter already, and on this issue.
The Honourable Member from Leeds Grenville, Thousand Islands and Vito Lakes.
These economic vandals bought a $9 million condo in Manhattan for the Prime Minister's buddy, and they're subsidizing his rent to the tune of $40,000 per month after doubling rents for Canadians, doubling mortgages for Canadians, and presiding over a country for 9 years with homeless encampments springing up under bridges in communities from coast to coast to coast. If that's not bad enough, Canadians are lined up at food banks in record numbers. 25% of Canadians don't know where their next meal is coming from. If they won't fire Clark for lying, will they fire him for blowing $9 million?
There you go.
The Honourable Minister for Foreign Affairs.
Apparently, Mr. Clark was good enough for the Conservative when he was moderating their leadership race, but that's another issue. That's another issue, Mr. Speaker. What I want to say today is, as Canadians are looking down.
Continue to watch that. We have heard, of course, cases now in Arizona and also in Pennsylvania where some polling locations are extending their hours. That's not because of irregularities, though. Important to say that is because there are so many people turning out to vote and they have so many people waiting in line. So we'll keep our eye on that, of course. But we're now going to get ready for another big moment. We've had a few of these already tonight where we've been able to tell you about polls closing in a number of states, including key swing states. Well, we're just coming up on another one of those key moments that'll give us, again, a better idea of that path to 270 for both Kamala Harris and Donald Trump.
All right, let's see what else we can find here with the polls. So I wanted to put you some of this. So, I mean, that's what it is, bro. I mean, this is where we are. We are here. Oh, they saying it's a dire warning for Kamala. All right, here you go. Here's your live update. So let's blow that up. And here we go. So at 10:16 p.m. on the East Coast, presidential election live updates. Swing states too close to call, but pollster sounds alarm for Kamala Harris. Donald Trump has soared to an all all-time high in the betting markets with a 72% chance of winning as the former president takes the lead in the crucial swing state of Georgia. Trump has picked up victory so far in Kentucky, Indiana, West Virginia, Alabama, Oklahoma, Florida, South Carolina, Tennessee, Mississippi, Texas, Ohio, Louisiana, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, and Arkansas. Well, Kamala Harris has won Vermont, Maryland, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Delaware, Illinois, that's Chicago, New York, or New Jersey, and New York. Okay, so James Carville says early voting results not sterling for Kamala Harris. So that's James Carville said that. He said there are troubling signs out there. You know that Biden had won the county with 62% support in 2020, and that Harris was only getting 57 to 59%. Talking about a 50,000 to 100,000 increase in Democratic votes in Philadelphia. So that should absolve something. That should absolve a lot. I would be less than honest if I didn't say the early indications here are not sterling. So looking like she's losing. Donald Trump holds 5-point lead in Georgia with the majority of votes counted. Okay. Trump becomes first Republican since 1988 to win Miami-Dade. I was born in 1998, baby. There you go. The first Republican? That's good. That's good. Trump soars on betting markets as Harris plummets. Right? So Donald Trump is surging on betting markets. On the Polymarket betting site, his odds hit an all-time high with a 72% chance of winning. Meanwhile, on the Class C political betting market, his chances of winning the election rose to 66%, and Kamala Harris fell to 34%. Respectfully. I told you, man, we're on the right side of history on this channel. I've been on the right side of history for a long time, man. It feels so good. I gotta be honest, it feels so good to know that, like, saying what I was saying is like being reaffirmed. Like I said, Donald Trump got the better policies. I think Donald Trump is like a better candidate. He wants to make the country better. He wants to close the southern border. He wants to bring down the inflation, like actually bring it down. Kamala Harris has been in office for 4 of the last 4 years. Democrats have been holding power 12 of the last 16 years and haven't done nothing for the people. They keep just, kicking the can down the road. And so Donald Trump gets in there. He actually implements policies that are beneficial to the average day regular folk, the average day woman and man and child. I think that's a good thing. Again, we're on the right side of history. On my channel, anyway. The site gave Trump a 64% chance and Harris 39% earlier in the day. They had been virtually tied. Trump odds just set an all-time. He's at 72%, 72.3%, up 11.2%. Kamala 29%, down 11.2%. There you have it. So again, on this channel, we on the right side of history. All the ones that say, yeah, 2 men can have a baby and all this kind of things, lies. Kamala wins Colorado. New York Times Needle giving Trump 70+ percentage chance of winning. Wow. Barron Trump cast his first ballot for his dad. That's good. 18 years old, Melania Trump posted that her son, Donald Trump's son, has cast his ballot. I think that's good. Kellyanne Conway, what hopeful Trump just told me on the phone. She said she spoke with Trump today. I heard the same hopeful, never haunty candidate that's typically the last to think he would win. Okay, he said people want change, and Kamala represents more of the same. Trump is expanding geographically, getting in rural counties compared to 2020, and demographically up among black men in Georgia. So, are black men getting Trump in the office? And I think it's, Turan said that he voted Republican. He said that he voted for Donald Trump. And I think my content, the debates, I think my content of just like, being a strong man, a massive man, and just kind of looking at everything and being honest. Joe Rogan's out there. It was the independent media. It's the alternative media. Like people that talk about politics. Like I read the news. I talk about the news. And so, hey, Donald Trump is getting the black vote. Among black men, I respect it. Black men need to get out there in droves And they did. From what I see. Let's see if it's holding his own in suburban bellwether counties in the Sun Belt, where Harris must run up the margins, happens in the Rust Belt, where this election will be decided. That's Kellyanne Conway. You know, we got here because the mainstream media lied to us about Donald Trump. That's how we got here. They lied to us from 2016. They compared Donald Trump to Hitler. Remember, Kathy Hochul said, you are man, I'm just going to play it again. I'll just play it again. Remember what she said, right? And so I'm just reading it to you guys because Democrats want you to be stupid. They want you to be dumbed down and stupid, my nigga. Don't be stupid, be smart. Understand simple, complex systems. Understand simple, complex systems. That's all you need to know. Be the best version of yourself. Exercise, drink water. Be the best, go out there and treat people how you want to be treated. That's not hard to follow. Understand the ideals of the country. Respect the Constitution. Just simple things. They can't do it. Again, Obama called us clingers. Hillary called us deplorables. Kamala called us fascists. Waltz called us Nazis. Biden called us garbage. Mark Cuban called us weak and stupid. Now, Kathy Hochul says we're un-American. Let's play that clip.
It gave me a chance to tie the Republicans running in these seats, the incumbents, closer to Donald Trump, and remind everybody, if you're voting for these Republicans in New York, you are voting for someone who supports Donald Trump, and you're anti-woman, you're anti-abortion, and basically you're anti-American because you have just trashed American values and what our country is all about.
So again, Trump is winning, right? So she's calling She's calling all those people, black men that supported Donald Trump in droves, sexist, anti-woman, anti-American. Really? Foundational black American? You really gonna say it? I would not. I don't have. No. I would never say that. But anyway, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So Donald Trump greeted by cheers about his Mar-a-Lago watch party. I told you it's not about the personality; it's about the policies. No foreign wars, peace through strength. Drill, baby, drill. Opening up the Keystone XL pipeline, which will create jobs, where you can drill and it can bring down the cost of energy. Yeah, I can take that. I mean, I got a clip from Mark Levin where he just destroys Kamala. I listen to it when I'm at work, and I'm like, yo, this brother's saying some real shit. He's like, what has Michelle Obama and Barack Obama done for the black community? Oh, it's crazy. Look at this. Early results, bad news for Kamala in swing state. Ooh. Oh, they're not going to like this. They're going to riot. Guys, they're going to riot, man. They're already trying to go into the Pennsylvania ballot polling place. They're already trying to do this. Look, early results, bad news for Kamala in swing state. This afternoon, Team Harris was upbeat. Team Trump somewhat gloomy. One senior Trump strategist even moaned to me that Kamala Harris was probably hitting the champagne early. That's all bad news for Kamala in the swing states. Georgia is too close to call, but Trump looks like edging it. The CNN exit poll showed a dramatic shift to Trump among independents. Remember, I told you. I'm pretty much an independent. Like myself, I'm pretty much an independent. But I lean more to conservative values, Republican values. Mostly conservative values. So I'll be like a conservative independent. Yeah, I would be an independent conservative. That's what would be me. All right, I'm independent first, and whoever has the best policies is where I would go. And again, Trump, which is conservative, has better policies. And I do think my values and my morals and my principles align more conservative. Because when I see what the liberal democratic machine is doing, it doesn't benefit nobody. It's more divisionary. The Democrats are racist. They're sexist. They're the ones that are actually racist. So I could never, as a black man, vote Democrat. When I seen that the black community has been voting Democrat for almost 150 years and didn't get anything for their vote, I need something different, bro. I've been waiting for 4 years to say, yo, I need something different. And so when you implement a YouTube, when you implement a Rumble, when you implement a Twitter, now X, where people like myself can actually say, you know what? I can start up a live stream. I can put my thoughts in video. and people can make up their own minds for themselves which would be the better candidate. Remember, social media didn't exist 15 years ago. You weren't able to really change the narrative. You weren't really able to combat the Democratic machine, especially in the black community. We didn't have anything to combat the Democratic machine. Now we do, which is YouTube, Rumble, X. You could say even Instagram. Now you're able to see through pictures and video, moving pictures and moving video, that actually what is beneficial to me as a citizen in this country. Okay, they have open borders. That doesn't benefit me. It brings the cost of everything up. I am a birthright Canadian. Why should I pay more in taxes? Why? I'm already paying a high amount of money in taxes. And remember, I'm in Ontario, where my conservative premier is giving out $200 checks. A rebate of $200 checks will be coming in the mail. Mine will be coming in the mail. These are the kind of policies that I like. Got to get back to the taxpayers. He said that. He said that. But 15 years ago, okay, so I was born in 1998. 15 years ago, it just was just a tube. It was just TV, man. And TV had the CNNs and the MSN. It had all of that. There was nothing to combat broadcast television. Pretty much everybody got to watch the same programs growing up. Now you have more options to watch what you want to watch. Okay? And it's good. It's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. I think you can use social media for good or for evil. I try to use it for good by talking about the news articles and everything like that. But the point what I'm trying to make is that 15 years ago, there was no, you couldn't combat the Democratic machine. So I think a decade has passed where people have a cell phone in their hand, where they can go to the source themselves and do their own research and come up with their own conclusions. And I think more people today have come up with their own conclusions that the Democrat Party is the party of racists, and is the party of lies. It's the party of the illogical. It's the party of illogical. Like, it's literally shown that. So it's like, yo, we need something different. So if Donald Trump says, you know what, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to be the bull in the china shop and try to give something different for policy-wise, I'll take it. I'll take it. Give me something different. But yeah, 15 years of my life, all I heard was, yeah, Obama is the first black president. Okay, what did he do for the black community? He didn't do anything. He did more for LGBTQ community. If black Americans have voted for Obama to be in power, all he had to do was give a policy for the black community. And you could do it for LGBTQ. You could advocate for that. He did none of this. He didn't. I'm a president for all Americans. Yeah, that's fine. You know, Trump is a president for all Americans, but he also says, I remember, and I think it was 2020, he said, yo, for the black community, we want to come up with the platinum plan. But anyway, that's enough. Naomi Biden announced that she's pregnant. Okay. She got knocked up by some dude. So, you know, it's like Biden's niece. Is it Biden's niece? Hold on. Grandchild. So 30-year-old Naomi is Biden's oldest grandchild of President Biden. So, you know, their Democratic ticket is pro-abortion, right? But yet their granddaughter is pregnant. Why? Like, they don't really mean that. They're just telling you guys to go out there and abort your babies. They're telling, you know, susceptible women to manipulation to go out there and abort their babies. Clearly, Joe Biden's own granddaughter is not going along with their policy. So the policy for Joe Biden's granddaughter, the policy when it comes to pro-abortion with Joe Biden's granddaughter, it doesn't apply to her. It does not apply to her, but it applies to susceptible women that are manipulated. Really? Really? Come on, man. This is stupid. This is stupid. Anyway, so AOC, she won re-election. Biden is at the White House making calls to winning Democrats. Washington United States election is unfolding so far. Donald Trump wins South Dakota. Kamala Harris rockets to early lead in Pennsylvania. Exit poll finds Donald Trump leading with Hispanics. North Carolina resident hilarious response when he reveals why he's voting. I just played that. He said that his girlfriend would break up with him if he did not go out there and vote. That is called a beta male and simp. So I've already uncovered that. Okay, what we have real masculine men like myself that are not going to do any sipping to women, that will come to the table with good faith arguments, come to the table with knowledge and understanding of women, come to the table and say, you know what, we're going to work together to build in our relationship together. Like, it's not one person has more power than the other. Like, but these young guys, they don't really understand that. They let their wife or their girlfriend wear the pants in a relationship, and don't worry, dog, you're gonna be single eventually, right? He's basically said, I'd rather do what my girlfriend says than be single. I'm the opposite. I'd rather be single. Then when I do get a wife, girlfriend, I'm able to make better decisions in the relationship because I know what it is to be single. I'm not afraid to be alone. I'm clearly not afraid of it. He's afraid to be alone. That's why he has to do what she says. It's called a simp, beta male, cuck. Now I digress. So this is where we are so far. So I think Donald Trump's got this one in the bag. Okay? And I hope so. I hope so. So what do we got here now? So Trump is at 198. He needs 270. Kamala's at 112. Oh my God, Pennsylvania's turning red. Guys, do you see it? Pennsylvania's turning red. When I checked earlier, it was blue. Can we go back on that stream, dog? Hold on, let me go back to my stream for a second. Yeah, it was blue. Wow. Hold on, let me go back. I'm going to go back and show. Hold on a second. Let's go back. Guys, Pennsylvania. Yeah, Pennsylvania was blue. It's turning red. It's in the bag, guys. Look at this. Look. There you go. So earlier when I came on live, right? Trump was at 178. Okay, and this one he's at 198. Okay, Pennsylvania was red earlier when we started this. Okay, look right there. It was red. Or sorry, it was blue. I got it mixed up. So something happened. Some kind of shit happened in the last half an hour. Okay, because we see that it was blue. That means Democrat. That means Kamala was projected to win Pennsylvania, right? That was literally. Oh man, this is wild. This is wild. This is why I'm doing the stream like this. Okay, so we talked about Tasha K. Let's go back over. Okay, hold on. Let's go here. I don't know where it was when I clicked on it. Oh, right there. There it is right there. So something happened, guys, in the last half an hour. Look at that. It said, so when I checked earlier, right? Kamala Harris was at 787,000 votes at a 60% clip. I thought that's what you were going to win, right? Like I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, probably. Now, guys, if we fast forward to right now, Kamala is down. Pennsylvania's turning red, dog. Donald Trump is up. He got more votes than her. Yo, that is crazy. I can't believe it. Look, it's red. It's turning red. He's gonna win. It's looking like he's gonna win, man. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And then it shows it by county. There's different counties, but it's mostly red. Yo, that's crazy. Oh my God. It was red. It was blue earlier. And it predicted, right? It was 19% of the votes counted. And Kamala was up. Donald Trump is up at 57% of the vote. So you mean to tell me Democrat blue Pennsylvania. Wow, he's going to turn it red. I'm pretty sure he's going to turn it red. I can't believe it. It feels so good, man. I was right. I was on the right side of history, man. And by the way, when I'm just going to say, when Donald Trump wins, this will be his last term. And I think J.D. Vance will take over. And it probably will be like J.D. Vance and Vivek maybe. or J.D. Vance and Tulsi Gabbard, but I mean he has Robert F. Kennedy and Tulsi Gabbard. I mean that's a good ticket. But anyway, I digress. The point is, it's turning red, and yeah. So anyway, he says, Netflix binges quiet tears and shunned by the Harris campaign. Insiders revealed lonely and lost Biden's humiliation last days in office. I don't care about him. Tragic reason mom jumped off Niagara Falls with 2 kids as her family denies vicious rumor. Okay. I covered that. That's got a lot of views on that. CNN reporter is stunned by first-time Puerto Rican voter's choice. Why? Okay. Yeah, Taylor Swift. Yeah, Taylor Swift voting video goes viral after Kamala Harris endorsing, but it's not what you think. Yeah, her video looks weird, man. Let me see what happened to Canada. What's that one? Living Nostradamus makes chilling prediction about the United States election. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. We got a live feed here. Okay.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Welcome to election night. We're down at about 10:20 in the east, and we're moving across. And you see both as far west and New Mexico and Arizona starting to come into the map. We haven't touched this one all night. Let's take a quick look out there in Arizona. I haven't said Maricopa County on election night, and it's 10:24. That's an outrage. You see right here, the Arizona stat coming in. It's very close, right there. We're about half. That's 50% of the vote, so that's pretty fascinating. Arizona's getting that vote in so fast. Let's get back there in a minute. Let's move more to the east. And some of the battlegrounds that we know are absolutely clear.
Okay, let's see what's going on with CNN.
An interesting development.
Okay, let's put it up there. Hold on a second. Let's put this up here. Let's see where we at here. They say battlegrounds are too early to call. So this is on CNN. Trump is at 207, baby. Oh my God. Donald Trump is at 207 for president. Kamala Harris is at 91. Senate. Republicans 45. Republicans, 1 flipped. And Democrats 35. And then at the House, Republicans 149, Democrats 101. The next polls are closing soon. Okay, but yeah, okay, so Trump is at 207 right now. He's got 46 million votes so far. 41 million Kamala Harris got. Trump's strategy in Nevada win over Latinos and rank-and-file union members. Despite race in Georgia, Trump and Governor Kemp haven't spoken a month. Huge batch of votes will be posted soon in battleground Georgia. Trump wins Ohio. Okay. I don't know if there's a live feed here. So it's looking like a Trump victory. And I predicted that. I just can't stop laughing. All right, here we go. Right? Here we go. Okay, here we go. I think Trump is going to win the popular vote. Absolutely. There you have it. Oh, I wish I could play that in the background, man. That's a cool So there you go. There you have it. 207 Donald Trump, Republican, 52% of the popular vote, 46,934,495 votes, and then 46% for Kamala Harris, Democrat, 46%. So he's up. Wow. Now there's the map there, and that's projected to turn red. Look at that. 50.8%. Kamala Harris is at 48.2%. And then it's Chase Oliver, Jill Stein, right? DC is blue. Right? She won New York, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Delaware. But Pennsylvania's looking like it's going to turn red, man. I mean, this is Donald Trump's pathway. And if you can get Nevada and this turns red too, oh, wow. I think it's a Trump victory already, I'm going to call it. All right, so I think it's a Trump victory, guys, honestly. So Trump coming in is going to be a good thing, I think. I think he's going to be able to calm things down. But guess what? What are you going to expect? You're going to expect violence on Kamala Harris's side. You're going to see a lot of Antifa, I think one of the chapter members of the Black Lives Matter movement supports Donald Trump, so I think that's okay too. But still, you're going to see some violence in the streets on the left. You know when the woman got on her knees and said, "No!" You're going to see that all the way turned up to 10. All the way turned up to 10. Let me see if I can get you a couple of those clips here. Or actually, let me just show you. Let me see. We're gonna put. I gotta find the Black Lives Matter chapter owner, but I'll just play that because he's supporting Donald Trump. But let's play this again here. This is a ballot, please. Oh, sorry about that. There you have it right here, okay? It said Kamala would be a disaster for this country. Black Lives Matter co-founder says he will vote for Donald Trump. Having voted for President Biden in 2020 election, Fisher expressed regret over that decision. For so long, we've just been blindly loyal to the Democrat Party for no reason, he said. Sir, I've already realized this 4 years ago, 5 years ago, pretty much 4 years ago. But I was saying this stuff for a while now. But anyway, I digress. The point is, let's see. So it says Kamala would be a disaster for this country. Black Lives Matter co-founder to vote for Donald Trump. I think the black community is putting Donald Trump in the White House again. I think that's a good thing, not a bad thing. On the eve of the election, Mark Fisher, a co-founder of Black Lives Matter, BLM, Rhode Island, publicly announced his intention to vote for former President Donald Trump and criticized Vice President Kamala Harris. In an interview with the New York Post, Fisher stated Kamala Harris would use anything to her advantage. I definitely would not be supporting Kamala Harris if she ever got anywhere close to power. It would be a disaster for this country. That's what he said. So, you're going to hear from me. He said it on his own mouth. Okay, so people understand that. You can share that one too. Okay, so like I said, I think Trump has got this one in the bag so far. Okay, so
Mexico. Kamala Harris with 53.2% of the vote. In the lead there, Donald Trump has 44.9% of the vote. Kamala Harris has 48,589 more votes than Donald Trump right now with an estimated 65% of the vote. Still about a third of the vote left to count in New Mexico. And Boris Sanchez has a new projection for us in the fight for control of the U.S. Senate. Boris?
Yeah, Jake, a handful of important projections to bring you, beginning with history being made in the state of Maryland. Governor Larry Hogan, she becomes the first African-American person ever elected to the Senate from the state of Maryland. Another projection, this one from the state of Delaware. Congresswoman Lisa Blunt Rochester defeats Eric Hansen, a former Walmart executive, the Democrat here becoming the...
Donald Trump is at 207, Kamala 91. Okay, let's see if we can get some Fox News in here. Just want to move around a little bit. Let's see what we got. So Kamala's up 117. Trump is 211. He only needs 270. And if we can get Pennsylvania, it's a wrap. It's over. She needs Pennsylvania. So it's going to be, you know. So they just have a live feed. They don't have no one really talking. Let's try this one. Watermelon head. Yeah, I think CNN is the only one that has it.
For being the first senator to object to certifying the 2020 election results in favor of Joe Biden, he defeats Democrat Lucas Kuntz to win re-election in Missouri. Meantime, in Nebraska, the special election...
I think Trump's got this in the bag.
Governor there, he defeats Preston Love Jr., a former campaign manager for Jesse Jackson's presidential campaign in 1984. This is to serve out the term left by retired Republican Senator Ben Sasse. An update from North Dakota now. There, incumbent Republican Senator Kevin Cramer wins his second term, defeating engineering professor Katrina Christensen. Cramer re-elected in North Dakota. So what do all these results mean for the magic number that Republicans need to take control of the U.S. Senate? Remember, they started out the night needing 2 Democratic seats to flip the chamber. Right now, that number with a pickup in West Virginia is 1. And currently, as of this moment, Republicans are leading in 4 races where Democrats hold seats. But hold on, because that needs some context. 2 of these states are fairly early. One of them is Montana, and that race is expected to be competitive, but the other one is Minnesota, in which we're not really expecting that close of a race tonight. And there's also potentially a twist. I'll explain that in just a moment as we take a look at some key race alerts. These are live results coming into CNN right now. In Pennsylvania, this race has been...
You need to get a Make America Great Again hat. I got to order one online. Yeah, I got to get a hat. But look what AOC said. She said, we ran 80,000 we ran 80,000 election simulators, and women are pissed off and well organized in every one of them. And then Ventina Gomez says, I ran 69,420 election simulators, and Americans are happier under Trump. Sounds like y'all wasted a lot of money when you could have just stopped funding the genocide. I ran 80,000 simulators, and women still haven't decided where they want to go to eat at in every one of them. Where that they apparently didn't show up to vote. Go make a sandwich for your man. Simulations of pissed off women. Things women could be pissed off about. So simulations of pissed off women, things women could be pissed off about. Cost of groceries, cost of gas, illegals, raping women and children, the open border being taken for granted by Democrats, P. Diddy friends endorsing Kamala. What have I missed? Exactly. So anyway, that's the AOC post. Let's go back here.
Democratic Senator Bob Casey, 0.1 percentage points, 44,000 vote lead for McCormick with 61% of the vote in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Meantime, the most expensive Senate race in the country, in history. Nearly $500 million spent on this race, and currently, Colombian-born businessman Bernie Moreno leads incumbent Democrat Sherrod Brown with 261,000 votes, 84% of the vote in Ohio, where now Donald Trump has won the Buckeye State 3 times in a row. And this is the twist I was talking about before. No one expected this Senate race in Nebraska would be this close. We have Dan Osborne, an independent, who has not said which party he would caucus with. In fact, saying that he would caucus with neither party. Right now, he holds a 10,000, almost 11,000 vote lead over incumbent Republican Deb Fischer, 48% of the vote in there. If he wins, it could change the math a little bit for what Republicans need.
So Joy Reid was saying some more racist shit. Look. So Joy Reid is saying some more racist stuff. Listen to what she said. Look.
It's a pure Project 2025 in miniature in Florida, and that kind of extreme, sort of extremist, right-wing, fascist type government in Florida. Does that make it a more attractive place? It's a pure Project 2025.
I would never listen to Joy Reid. You have to be out of your mind. X is the signal. As it turns out, X is not a bubble. It's a signal. I am a Canadian citizen. I just flew to California to vote for real Donald Trump. No ID or proof of residency was required. Trump 2024. Daddy, why are you voting for Harris? I wanted to abort you. Crazy, right? That's the meme. Trump surges ahead with 210 electoral votes and a 4 million lead in the popular vote. Harris holds at 95. You lose! You're on the wrong side of history. Look, are you ready for this? Oh, I've been waiting for a long time. I'm going to eat their tears up. I can't wait to eat their tears up. I'm going to eat their tears. I'm going to pop a bottle. I can't wait to eat their tears. Can't wait to eat these liberal tears. Can't wait. Can't wait. They said, what a disaster. They got 2 songs accidentally playing at once, and the energy is gone. Kamala Harris reportedly throwing a tantrum backstage that she looks over the numbers and is refusing to come out. Really? No. Her campaign is a disaster, man. Disaster. So it says, import the third world, become the third world. Aftermath of the Diwali celebrations in parking lot. Look how they destroyed the parking lot in Brampton. Look how dirty this is. Look. Look how dirty this is.
This is horrible.
They can't even pick up after themselves.
This is horrible. ਇਹ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਆ ਅਕਲ ਨੂੰ ਹੱਥ ਮਾਰੋ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਗੰਦ ਪਾਇਆ ਸ਼ਰਮ ਕਰੋ This is despicable. Look, man. Stupid. Stupid people.
Yeah, you know those stupid people that are in Brampton or in Canada? I don't go nowhere around them. Y'all go deal with it. I'm not dealing with none of y'all.
किन्ना गंद पाया
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a
शर्म
shit.
करो. This is despicable. Look,
I would
man.
never make friends with people with a mindset like that. I'll rock out and do my own thing. No, thank you.
Stupid.
I've been calling them
Stupid
for years.
people.
I've been calling them stupid for years.
गलत
You
गल
know
है
what you're
सजना.
talking about. I've been
This is
calling them
horrible.
for years.
This is horrible. ਇਹ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਆ. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਆ.
I've been calling them stupid
ਅਕਲ ਨੂੰ ਹੱਥ ਮਾਰੋ.
for years. Now people
ਕਿੰਨਾ ਗੰਦ ਪਾਇਆ.
Really?
ਸ਼ਰਮ ਕਰੋ. This is despicable. Look, man.
Right? I've been calling them stupid for years, guys. And now people are starting to wake up to how stupid these people are. Don't make friends with them. Just build your own infrastructure, bro. There, I put my post on it. So that's what I got to fight up against. Right? Banging on car. Like I said yesterday, if you do this to me, bro, it's going to be on site. I'm not playing around with none of them. You think you're going to bang on my property and this? No, it's not going to happen. I won't let it happen. I promise you I won't. Look. Right? You bring this shit over here and you think that I'm gonna go out there and be your friend? No. You don't assimilate. Right? You don't assimilate. You don't come over here to make Canada better. You don't do it. No, you don't do it. And imagine the smell there. Oh my God. All right, here you go.
Who did you vote for today?
I voted for Kamala Harris.
Why is that?
I have 3 daughters, 4 children overall, and women's rights is pretty important to them and my daughters. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional about that. I didn't think that I was going to do that, but you know, just their bodies, their choice type of a mentality. You know, I want them to grow up in a world that's welcoming to everybody. So yeah, that's why I cast my vote today.
Who did you vote for today?
I voted for Kamala Harris.
Why is that?
I have 3 daughters, 4 children overall, and
right, this is how they But anyway, guys, I'm just telling you, man. These pieces of garbage, all these guys are pieces of trash, right? And the reason why they're trash is because they want to control Canada's ideals. I don't want to think like these immigrant cucks. I don't want to think like them. Like, I just don't. I'm never going to think like them. I don't want their friendship. I don't want nothing from them. And so they bring this shit over to Canada. Why? Why? Why you bring it over here? I mean, I'm not in Brampton, but this is in Brampton. Oh, it's crazy, man. Oh, look, garbage day. November 5th is garbage day. Trump is taking out the garbage. It's Biden and Kamala of the White House. Great name. Yep, it is garbage day. Okay, so let's go back to it.
How you doing? Have you voted?
Play the fake video. Play the stupid Joy Reid. Okay, so let's go to like, man, their mindset is trash, man. You go and you guys are partying in a parking lot and you guys can't even clean up after yourself. And you think I'm gonna go out there and be your friend? I won't say nothing to you. Don't worry, I'm not gonna say a word to you. We're not all in this together. Sorry. But I'm actually not sorry. Look, Trump flips deep blue stronghold held by Democrats for 30 years. It's amazing, man. It's amazing, ain't it? It's amazing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I ever go to a party, I clean up after myself. Like, I stay back late to clean up. They do the opposite. They just leave skid marks in parking lots. Well, it's just crazy, man. So Trump is at 214. Kamala's at 179. But Trump is at 214, and it's still turning. He needs 19 electoral. He needs this one. He needs Pennsylvania. So it's starting to come in that Kamala's getting California, of course, Washington, Oregon. Then she's got New York, Vermont, Chicago, Colorado, and New Mexico. Trump has already got Georgia. So we just waited now to see what I mean, it's 11:04 now. I can't be here all night, unfortunately. I wish I could, but I had to do enough to put it up here on this channel. Right? Just to put it on my channel a little bit. So here's the live feed here.
Hanging over all of this, and indeed the crowd here waiting behind us, is Vice President Harris going to address the crowd? That is a possibility. We will see in the coming days as we hear some helicopters overhead here. We will see. But the bottom line is they know this is a close race. This is going to be not resolved tonight in their eyes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to be resolved tonight anyway. So in the morning and throughout the day tomorrow, we're gonna know a little bit more. So just so you guys know that, right? So there's really no point in staying up late. All those people are gonna have to go home.
Jeff, this is a critical moment, I think, for the Harris campaign to show where they get to 270. And Jake, it looks like they are not foreclosing really on anything in the map right now that is not called. They're still waiting for the polls to close in parts of the Sun Belt, for those results to come trickling in. But again, it's the blue wall again. It is it's Pennsylvania, it is Wisconsin, and it is Michigan, where the best chances are for Harris to get to that 270 that she needs to become president of the United States.
All right, Abby Phillip and Jeff Zeleny, thanks so much. Let's go to John King at the Magic Wall. John, explain the theory of the case for the Harris campaign right now, if you would.
Right, and you heard Jeff and Abby emphasizing, even the campaign saying essentially they don't rule out any other possibilities, but we're really banking on the blue wall. Well, at the moment as we speak, 2 of the 3 blue wall states, that's Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, 2 of the 3 are red. We're not done. We're not done. But 2 of the 3 are red. Why is that significant?
You hear what he said, right? That's their blue wall. That's the Democrats' machine's blue wall that Trump needs to break through. And it's looking like Trump has broken through the blue wall. Right? It's going to turn red. It's projected to turn red. That's why he was campaigning so much in Pennsylvania and Wisconsin. So it's looking like a Trump victory tonight. Now I'm going to go to bed because I got some stuff I got to take care of in the morning, of course. It's going to be interesting to see what's going to go on tomorrow morning. But let's play the rest of John King.
Well, let's look at the Sun Belt states. And again, Harris campaign is not ruling this out, but you show this here. Donald Trump, 142,000 votes ahead in North Carolina. I can show you the live outstanding votes. And when I show you the live outstanding votes, you will see some pretty big circles in the blue areas, large metropolitan areas and suburban areas where the Democrats do quite well. I just want to say, at 85% reporting statewide and 142,000 vote lead, is it mathematically possible? Are enough votes out there? Yes. When you get to this point in an election in a state Donald Trump won twice, you start to think, okay, this looks like it did in 2016 and in 2020. It looks more like 2016 than it did in 2020, to be honest with you. But you look at it, and if you're in the Harris campaign, you're calling all these counties, and you're trying to figure out, how many votes are out, and what percentage are we getting. But if you're looking at the North Carolina map, I'd rather be Donald Trump than the Vice President of the United States right now. So then you bring up the Georgia map, and again, this one, I'll say this again, I'm a broken record. 2024 is not 2020. There's not as many mail-in ballots. We won't have as many large percentages of Democratic votes coming in the days after. But Donald Trump was ahead by more than 200,000 votes at this point 4 years ago. So let's just be cautious for the sake of being cautious. And yet, at the same time, I just said that, I want to tell you he's 136,000 votes ahead in a state that was decided by 11,000 votes last cycle. 88% of the vote is in. So where is the live outstanding vote? Live outstanding vote. This is where in the Harris campaign, you're just hoping that overnight these Democratic areas,
joy and hope,
not just their votes, but a lot of votes.
Right? Joy and hope, remember? Right? If you notice, right, in the cities it's mostly blue. Rural, like in the rural Georgia and stuff like that, it's mostly red. But anyway, right? You're just hoping, joy and hope. Okay, let's continue that.
You're hoping turnout, exceeds your expectations. So you see down here in the Savannah area, this is where the races are won or lost for Democrats, Atlanta and the suburbs around it. So let's come out of that map. And again, here's the key point. Fulton County, 90% of the vote is in. Yes, she's getting 72% of the vote. Just want to check, compare that. It's a little below where President Biden was, but it's close. But remember, he won the state by 11,000 votes. So she can't really afford to be below him anywhere, or not by much anyway. You move over to Cobb County, 91% in. This is a big suburban county. Right, so 91%. You have some change to make up there. She's at 57% if you round.
And let this be, and let me say this too. Let this be a lesson to people that are liars, that their only currency in life is to lie to people to get what they want. They lie to propagandize and lie to manipulate. I think people have woken up to the Democratic machine, and I think they say, you know what? Yeah, I mean, Donald Trump is talking about the issues that are important to me, and I think I got to go and vote for Donald Trump to support him. You know what I mean? So shout out to Tehran. Appreciate you, man. You did. See, you're on the right side of history, man.
Round that up. The President of the United States was at 56, so she's running equal, maybe a little bit ahead there. So let's come over to DeKalb County here. Let's come up to 2024 and see what's left. 11% left. Again, large, very Democratic area. You see the 81% there just to the east of Atlanta. Let's just check 2020. Biden getting 83. 81, 83. You might think at home that's not that big of a difference. In a race that's very close, yes, it can be a big difference. So we have to watch at the moment. Let's do it this way, come back to 2024, and let's just pop in this and see where's Harris underperforming. Where is Harris underperforming Joe Biden? In a state Joe Biden won by 11,000 votes, you can't really underperform. And she's underperforming in 28 of the 159 counties, right? So we have more votes to be counted. We're not done yet. This is not a final glimpse. But you see out in these rural areas, this is part of the secret of Joe Biden's win in 2020. He got his butt kicked by Donald Trump in these small rural counties, but he did better than Hillary Clinton. Blue-collar workers, rural workers, people who work with their hands, Joe Biden did just a little bit better. And in a state decided by 11,000 votes, that can matter. So again, you asked me about the map. We're not done. We're going to count. The Harris campaign will update us. They enter their counties. We have people on the ground asking the people, our vote desk with Pam Brown, what votes are still outstanding. But if you look at this map right now, I want to switch. Well, let's just check real quickly where we are in Wisconsin. 61%. I want to check Milwaukee. This is where, okay, only a 53% in Milwaukee. Black turnout in Milwaukee better be huge in the uncounted vote for the vice president to catch up. I talked to a Democrat out there earlier who said it was good. They didn't say it was great. They said it was good. And I asked if it was great, and they said it was good. So we'll see how that plays out. Dane County, 74%. We're at 91%. Again, not to be a broken record, 75%. A percentage point can matter, underperforming by just a little bit. And so she's losing in Wisconsin. Got a ways to go there. She's holding on in Michigan at the moment. We're still only at 32%. So we got a long way to go in battleground Michigan. We'll come back out here. And this one is the biggest. And I'm going to show you why in just a second. The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, we've been saying it for weeks. 19 electoral votes, the largest of the battleground states out there. 72% in, 178,000 vote lead. That's a healthy lead. Now again, let's look. Let's look. There's a lot of votes. This is what happened. Remember 2020. Donald Trump was ahead in Pennsylvania. This was what brought Joe Biden back. They counted the votes, mainly in Philadelphia, but also in the suburbs around it. That was 2020. There were a lot more early mail-in votes then to be counted than there are now, but we shall see as we come out. And Jake, before you jump in, and please ask me anything you want, one little quirky thing. Trump's leading in Northampton. Harris is leading in Erie. Those are the two swing counties that have been. So just watching that. But here's what I want to say right now. I just want to bring this up to show the stakes for the Harris campaign right now as the count in North Carolina gets higher and in Georgia gets higher. The importance, if Donald Trump, this is a hypothetical, but if Donald Trump holds these two, and he won that one both times, 2016 and 2020. He won this in 2016. He lost it by 11,000 votes in 2020. So not at all inconceivable in history and when you look at the numbers tonight. Excuse me. If that happens, Harris cannot lose that. Why can she not lose that?
There you go.
Because 251 plus 19
there you go.
Makes Donald Trump president of the United States.
There you
so
go.
The rest of them wouldn't matter. I don't mean your votes don't matter in those other states. But
it's over. It's over. I think it's over. So anyway, guys, prepare yourself. Trump presidency is more than likely. It looks like a victory in my humble opinion. I'm happy to be on the right side of history. Feels fucking awesome, man. Because honestly, man, this when the last 4 years of all the stuff that's been going on, and all the news I've been reporting, and all the narratives that they've been spinning and the lies they've caused. Yeah, it's time for a Trump victory.